Hi, my name is Ashley Schultz, and I am here today to talk to you about King Street Blues and our integrated marketing communications plan for the restaurant. First of all, let's talk about King Street Blues. King Street Blues was established in 1990 by restaurateur Ralph Capobianco. The restaurant is known for having Southern comfort food and a very family-friendly atmosphere. King Street Blues is really well known in the community. It's definitely a staple in Old Town Alexandria. We have the mottos of never leave the blues hungry, eat cheap, and get out. These are both messages that we like to have across. You're going to get a good quality meal and get full, and then leave. The different tactics that we're going to use for this marketing is we're going to use internet, newspaper, and radio. This is also going to include our use of direct marketing, sales promotion, and public relations publicity. And those internet, newspaper, and radio is how we're going to get those components done. The goal of this project is to present marketing objectives, strategies and tactics, creative samples, media schedule, and finally our budget. Our target audience. Our target audience is going to be the ages from age 35 to 45 with an income level of around $50,000 to $90,000 a year. That's generally in this area what people make. We're going to focus on the suburban area of Alexandria, Virginia, specifically within 5 miles of the Old Town Historic District, focus on families that live in that area. And we'll have an associate's degree or higher, have children between the ages of 4 and 15. We're a very kid-friendly place, so we definitely want to appeal to people with children. Of course, male and female. They need to enjoy and have family values, enjoy live music, are involved in the community, prefer home-style cooking. They have an active lifestyle of walking, sightseeing, and artwork, especially since King Street Blues is full of this eccentric artwork. And they need to be able to appreciate family-owned local businesses. They're going to want to, give back to their community and give back to local business owners. Okay, with our marketing objectives, we wanted to have some SMART goals, which means they're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. We're going to do a radio advertisement. That we're hoping that this, will promote King Street Blues family-friendly dining experience on the radio. Our goal is to promote King Street Blues, and we will be ready to initiate this campaign in 1 week, so the beginning of December, and we want to see an increase in dining by 10% within 2 months of playing the radio ad once a day, weekly. The ad will emphasize the family friendliness and story of King Street Blues. The ad's voiceover will be upbeat, and they'll be talking about family trips and go into those little roadhouses on those long trips. So, next is newspaper. And also that radio will be directly marketing. We're directly marketing towards a certain consumer because both those radio ads will be played on specific stations that we picked to reach our target audience. Newspaper. We're going to promote King Street Blues as actively involved in the community. How we're going to do that is we're not going to specifically pay for an ad in the newspaper, but we're going to contact the newspapers with a press release to promote and summarize the Yellow Ribbon fundraiser that we will be holding second week in December. Attendance at the event will be taken and compared to last year's numbers where there was no promotion for the event. We did nothing to promote the event last year, didn't contact newspapers. So hopefully this year we'll be able to measure an increase of attendance from last year from us marketing to newspapers. Internet. We hope to increase the amount of likes on Facebook by 25% monthly, increase the amount of email club members monthly by 15%, and use Google Analytics to monitor web page views, and we want to increase the amount of traffic by 15% monthly. Now, the strategies and tactics that we're going to use to achieve these goals is the radio ad. We're going to emphasize family-friendly dining, and we're going to run it during a morning commute, and we're going to give it to Tunes for Tots, which is a younger music selection, and that will be on in the car with parents when they're driving their kids to school. So that's good to promote King Street Blues during that time. Also 107.3, which is today's hits. It's today's hits, but not with anything explicit. So that's another station that would be safe for families to listen to. With the newspaper, we're going to contact the Alexandria Times, the Alexandria Gazette, the Washington Post local section, and Old Town Crier. We're going to send them a press release about the event. Hopefully they will write something before the event promoting it, and then the success of the event afterwards. This will allow the community to see, like, hey, King Street Blues, they're actively involved. Let's choose there to dine instead of this other restaurant down the street that has done nothing for the community. With our social media, we hope every week to post a trivia question about the restaurant, and then the winner will receive a coupon. So this is like an example of a sales promotion, and we're using the internet to do that. We're going to have our weekly special posted on Facebook and Twitter. We're going to have family pictures where people vote on a favorite. Family will upload a photo, and then it will be voted on, and then we'll have that family specifically featured on our website, kingstreetblues.com, for that month. We also have a printable kids menu on our website, which will give the kids a free scoop of ice cream when they come in. All this is to promote our family friendliness and community involvement. And also another thing that we plan on doing is doing a QR code on receipts to join the email club so that we can increase the amount of people that are part of the email club and then able to send them sales promotions and directly market to them. Next, I have some pictures that we're going to be featuring on our website, also on social media. This is showcasing our community involvement. It was a fundraiser with firefighters. As you can see, there was a lot in attendance. This is from the Yellow Ribbon Fund fundraiser last year. Again, just showing that we do stuff for the community on the websites. So this image is good for our overall message. And this finally is our logo. It's very simple, but it's attractive towards family. Blue and yellow are often good colors for a restaurant. And the little pigs, kids like little pigs, and it has our saying, it's comfort food with a southern accent. So you're going to come in, get that southern hospitality with that comfort food to make you feel better on like a cold, rainy day, or just something, a good product to serve to your family. This is also a great picture of the artwork in the restaurant. Have that on the website and in photos on social media so people can see, hey, it's a fun, funky place, something kids will find fun to look at. So our media schedule. December 1st, we're going to release a press release for your Yellow Ribbon fundraiser. We're going to send that out to all the different newspapers and hopefully hear back from some. The radio ad, we're going to actually start running that December 1st, once a day. Hopefully in the 9:30 time slot for the next 2 months. They've actually do it where they do 14 spots Monday through Friday and 4 weekend spots for $4,000. So we want to do that for 2 months. We're going to do on our social media weekly on Mondays. December 1st, we're going to post our trivia questions. December 5th, we're going to start our family photo contest post. We'll probably continue to do that monthly as well. Every day, starting December 1st, we're going to post our daily specials. So social media is really going to play a part in our media schedule, which is nice because it's cost effective. And their schedule is going to be continuity. Where it's going to be a consistent advertising marketing schedule. And finally, our budget. Like I said, it was $4,000 for radio spots, and that includes 14 spots. So I wanted to just start with a budget of $4,000 because I want to see the results of the radio advertisement in general, and if it was successful for us. If it was, I would like to run it 2 months and then take a month break in 2 months. So essentially, that's going to cost you more money. So $4,000 every 2 months. $100 a week for paying our social media manager. You don't even necessarily have to do that if, if the managers or an employee that already works there is all about the social media. Sometimes they'll do it for free, but generally I think like $100 a week would be a good starting point to employ a social media manager. And then the same for a salary for a website administrator. Someone that can go up there, change the photos, keep it current, add things to our calendar for events for when we have live music and when we have fundraisers. So that's overall for the budget there. Finally, we hope all of this can, bring some business into King Street Blues and continue to keep us having the name as a family-friendly restaurant and having some of the best Southern comfort food here in Alexandria, Virginia. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.